Leftists are the funniest people ever when they rage and get mad and they don't really read the news. They just follow CNN and what the View is it? The View, is that what it is? Anyway, there was this guy. I used to follow him because he would report every day on TikTok just simple news, and you could my lighting. My phone can't handle one light or two lights. Anyway, but you could tell he basically was just sharing some information without sharing the full information. And what I'm talking about is Trump leaving the WHO, WHO, World Health Organization. And if you guys don't know, Trump is trying to get a better deal by leaving the WHO. And what had happened was back when Donald Trump, I don't know what's going on in my life, but back when Donald Trump was in office the first time, he found out that we Americans were paying over $500 million a year to be in the WHO. And why is that a problem? Well, because China is only paying 39 million a year when they have over a billion people in their population and we only have 374 million people in our population. Trump is trying to get a better deal by pulling out of it. Now, the last time he did this, they offered him a better deal, $39 million, the same as China. And Trump still is like, nah, I think we can go lower than that. So I believe he's pulling out of the WHO to get another better deal. But people are saying, oh, well, there goes our research, all our research for medicine and all this stuff. And I'm like over here thinking, weren't these the same motherfuckers that were pushing for us to get the jab, that put us in the lockdowns, that did all this? Like, you can't really trust these World Health Organizations shit. Like, World Health Organizations and then anybody else, that the Paris Climate Agreement. Let's like, why are we paying so much money? Money isn't to stop global warming. Let's talk about global warming just for a second, guys. Is global warming real? Sure, maybe. I guess. I don't know if it's even called global warming. Is it called climate change? Absolutely. The climate does change in the Earth. All right, but why? How is the dollar, the mighty fine dollar, going to prevent climate change when you got celebrities, you got politicians, and people in private planes, traveling to their second house and God knows where in a jet, or going an hour away in a private jet. Look at Taylor Swift. I guess she flies everywhere. Now, mind you, Taylor Swift's good to her truck drivers, but you know, the dollar is not going to solve climate change. If people are so worried about climate change, stop investing money into it. Just fucking take your part and do better. Okay. I get people need to pay this person to do this thing, but I want to see a deductible of how much money we're spending in climate change. I want to see exactly where this money is going. And as you guys know, that our government has done some stupid spending. I mean, stupid spending. If you guys, yeah, like, did you guys hear the shit that was being spent for, like, just the most ridiculous things? Like, do safety belts prevent death? And it was like a couple $100 million. Answer is yes. You got that for free. You know what? I'm just gonna show you guys the clip on how stupid our government is when it comes to unnecessary spending. Not our government. Our new government's awesome. Trump is being badass. He's doing exactly what we voted him in for. But check this shit out.
Actually deal with? Well, of the trillions of dollars in debt that we have, recently we put $2.6 million into China to help pay for some of their health programs. Be able to cut back on. We could cut back on that, or maybe we could cut back on the grant that was given out to write about Russian screenwriters. We're glad to be able to go to the park. I went to the park a lot around it, but there was a project of $2.3 million in federal money to be able to renovate a pool, a swimming pool in Rhode Island. The Monkey Opera. We spent federal tax dollars on something called a monkey opera. A question. For instance, last year the State Department did a grant to Ecuador to host 12 drag shows in Ecuador with American tax dollars. Always popular, we had an almost, $350,000 grant to study smart toilets. Last year, did a study on helmets and seatbelts in Ghana to be able to study whether seatbelts and helmets were effective for saving lives in Ghana. Can I just go ahead and answer that question for free? Seatbelts and helmets are a good idea. They save lives. Free. I can go ahead and give you that advice. How do I know that? Because we've already spent millions of dollars in other studies here in the United States, but instead we spent money in Ghana. I don't have a good answer for that yet, by the way. I'm still trying to be able to get that. If you like wine country, great, you help pay for it. One of the highest income areas in the world is Napa Valley, California. One of the highest income areas in the entire world. The good folks of Oklahoma helped pay for a wine pedestrian trail through Napa Valley because apparently Napa Valley didn't have enough cash to be able to pay for the 8-mile walking trail through wine country, some of the most expensive real estate in the entire world. So the taxpayers in Oklahoma had to pay for that wine country tour trail.
So y'all get the point. And I can go on for days on this, right? But some of these, like the Ecuador drag show, like, I feel like someone's money laundering. Someone's definitely money laundering. Some of these, like the butcher, the studying butcher language in Paris. What? Guys, here's the thing. If you hate Trump, hate him all you want. Think what you want. The dude has only been president for a few days now. But give it some time. I mean, he's defied all odds in this political environment that we live in. He has completely made the biggest comeback, bigly comeback in the United States of America. This man has done more just within his first 24 hours than any president I know of. And honestly, I personally am proud that I voted for Donald Trump. People are going to hate me for that. But what this is going to do now is this is going to leave a legacy, or it's going to leave an example to future politicians, Democratic or Republican. And it's going to show that if you follow good with your word, the American people will vote for you. He is going to change the political spectrum for here on out, for the history books. So don't feed into the rhetoric too soon, as we always do. Whether it's a Democrat or a Republican in office, do not feed into the rhetoric. Oh, he left who? We're screwed. No. Look at the bigger picture. We're $30 trillion in debt, people. $30 trillion in debt. Isn't it time we cut some of this bullshit? Isn't it time that our government does exactly what we've been telling them to stop doing, and that's overspending? This is one of those things that he's stopping right now. And it's only going to continue. Hopefully our money goes into other things that actually is good for this country. So, with that being said, guys, it's your boy Big Trucker B. I want to thank y'all for watching. What's your opinion on this whole thing? And let me know down in the comments. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to get notified for every time I upload a video. And let's talk about it for future videos. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.